the Truefree T2. So first off, the packaging. I thought this looked very familiar. Truefree T2. So Truefree is the company, T2 is the product. I'm like, man, I swear I've seen this person before. Here's the Soundpeats Free 2 Classic. I think it's the same person. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, that aside, packaging has some similarities. I'm wondering if maybe Truefree is kind of, in cahoots with Soundpeats. I don't know, to be completely honest. But let's get into the review. I just had to point that out because I thought that was kind of funny. I'm like, a lot of the similar, it's like a similar packaging, similar vibe. Yeah. The case is okay. USB-C, which is nice. It does have like kind of a very plasticky lid, but the rest of the case is quite nice. And I like how thin it is. It fits in your pocket nice. No awkward bulge. Yeah, it's okay. It does the job. These things are under $50. I'm pretty sure they were like, oh man, they're like 40 Canadian when I last looked on Amazon. So really good deal. Yeah, the build of the IEM itself has a stem. It's pretty okay. I mean, it's a true wireless. It fits nice for me. I do like the shape of it. I find it very comfortable. It kind of just sits in my ears nice. I shook my head about, nothing fell out. I like this. I don't mind this at all. So overall build, I think it's passable given that these are like under $50. Yeah, okay. We are currently listening to the microphone on the Truefree T2. How does it sound? You let me know in the comments down below. How do they sound? Very interesting. I like them. I like them. They do have a bass tuck, but I'm not going to complain about it because the upper mids aren't like overly pushed. I find the upper mids are in a comfortable place. I didn't find it too much. I didn't find it too little. I found the upper mids quite comfortable. So the bass, it is like kind of like it's a weird bass shelf, but it's like very punchy and like thunk thunk, and like I would enjoy wearing these to the gym. I would enjoy these on a run. They stay in my head nice. So for a run, I think they would do a great job. The bass is very engaging. It's very fun. The bass tuck is there, but it's subtle. It's not like it's not like a super tilted mid region. You know what I mean? Like when 300 and 1K are like super. No, it's pretty. Like the shelf ends, and then it's just a gradual increase, and then it goes into the upper mids and treble. Now, also something to note, when I do true wireless measurements, the air region always cuts off early. That's a limitation of my MacBook Pro. That's not necessarily the true wireless products. I find the treble on these, I find these overall kind of like a fun yet chill, relaxing presentation. Yeah, I don't mind these at all. The bass is very enjoyable. It's very fun. The mids they're pretty clean. Now the upper mids to bass ratio for some might be off. For me personally, I thought it was like the best part about this. Like I'm so used to like upper mids and like mid treble and the treble just kind of like I'm used to all that being pushed, but the bass never getting enough attention. And on this IEM, it felt like the bass was sufficient for the amount of upper mids and everything. It had a nice balance to it. You can definitely tell there was a bit of like a weird bass forward thing going on, but it was in an enjoyable way. The fact that these are under $50, I like them. Codec wise, it connects to my iPhone, it connects to my Android. I wasn't able to do LDAC or anything like that. I couldn't find anything on the ad posting, or I couldn't really find a whole lot on these, to be completely honest. It said Bluetooth 5.3. That I couldn't find a ton of information on these. What I could find is, I believe it's either SBC. It might do AAC. I'm not too sure, to be completely honest. might do aptX. I'm not too sure. It doesn't say. I'm going to assume it's like SBC just to be safe. It doesn't sound bad though. I didn't hear a whole lot of like electronic crosstalk. It was a very clean sounding, like a nice quiet backdrop to the music. Some true wireless, you can hear the like components in there kind of talking to one another, and it's like a fax machine, but very quiet. This doesn't do that. These sound quite nice. I enjoy these. I think they're enjoyable. This tuning might not be for everyone, but I actually like it. I didn't feel the need to EQ these at all. It doesn't have an app, so you can't there's no in-app EQ. So if you want to EQ this, you're on your own. I personally, I don't find the need to EQ this. I just enjoy the different presentation this provides me, and I enjoy it. I actually enjoy this quite a bit. Anytime an IEM doesn't overly push the upper mids and it has a sufficient amount of bass, yeah, I'm in. The only thing I would flaw this for, and this is just a personal preference thing, is it just has the slightest bass tuck, and it's present occasionally on stuff like Chris Cornell's vocals and things like that. But it's not too bad. Like, it's not overly like in your face, like something like the Moondrops Variation or the Soundpeats. What's that? A Capsule 3 Pro or whatever it is, because those IEMs have more of an upper mid presence. Because this doesn't push the upper mids, that little tiny itty bitty bass tuck, not even that bad. It doesn't bother me. I don't mind this at all. I think this is quite enjoyable. For the price, I think these are great. If you want something that's no frills, you don't have to worry about an app. You don't have to worry about nothing. You can just kind of toss them around and they'll do the job just fine. For under $50, $40 Canadian, these are on right now as I speak. When I look at the Amazon Canada store, $40 Canadian. I think these are definitely a good buy. I personally like them better than the Free 2 Classics, which is another budget IEM offering. These don't have a stem. That makes them a little bit better for sleeping, but I can hear a little bit of that computer crosstalk. And it's the tuning of the Truefree T2 I prefer. Also, I'm pretty sure Soundpeats has a Truefree IEM. This is really confusing to me. I don't know if they're affiliated or not. I don't know if these companies work together or something, or maybe they're just packaged in the same place or someone does the design. I don't know. But I personally like this Truefree T2 better than I like the Free 2 Classic. I still prefer my Opera 5, but the Opera 5 is more expensive. So Soundpeats Opera 5 is currently my favorite true wireless. If you want to know what my favorite true wireless is, I actually listen to the Soundpeats Opera 5 at least 2 to 3 times a week, because I use it every time I go to the gym to lift weights. When I go for walks and do cardio, I don't actually listen to true wireless because I like to keep my ears available to hear traffic and whatnot. But in the gym, I use the Opera 5. That is my personal favorite true wireless, the Soundpeats Opera 5. This is my new favorite budget pick, though. I prefer this over any other budget true wireless offering that I've heard so far. And yeah, I like it. I think it's good. I like the fit. I like the sound. I like that the case is pretty low profile. It's not a huge chonky case in your pocket. I think it's a good product. Oh. Yeah. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time.